What does it take a case to get to court and get things cleared out? What's the length of time?
Sure, and that's a great question. So
I try to have a couple.
No, this is great. So most other firms, and what I've seen, unfortunately, they try and settle your case as soon as possible.
Why?
Okay. Now, I'll explain. And they sell that point. Okay. They tell the client,
okay,
we're going to get this done, wrapped up in 2 to 3 months. You're going to be, good to go.
Yeah.
Well, guess what happens? They typically go to the first court date, which is an arraignment. They'll try and squeeze an offer out of the DA that day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, usually at this point, keep in mind, they have no evidence, none of the discovery yet to even have reviewed, and they're already asking for an offer.
Wow.
They
offer meaning that there's some form of guilt.
trying to plea out.
Yeah, plea out.
Yes, they're admitting fault, guilt, or no
This
contest.
doesn't sound like an attorney that would be on my side.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Now, and then the second court date, they're trying to plea them out essentially and get the case wrapped up. Okay.
Easier for the attorney.
Easy for the attorney.
Yeah.
Not the best outcome for the client
At all.
But guess what? They spun it to sell the client on the fact that we're going to get this wrapped up and resolved within 2 to 3 months.
And the client's paying the attorney to help him out.
Of course.
Not. Okay, got it. Just want to make sure.
Now, the difference with us, our cases usually will take 4 to 6 months because we're having on average 3 to 5, sometimes even 6 court appearances.
Fantastic.
Now,
good why.
I'll explain why.
I know why.
I'll explain why. A lot of the process in most criminal defense firms don't even subpoena for the audio video footage, officer certification,
Okay.
calibration logs and things like that
Okay.
that are necessary to truly evaluate the case.
Okay.
They don't spend the time going through the audio and video footage minute by minute, taking notes to see what was said and what wasn't said,
Okay.
to see if there's any way we could possibly get this dismissed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, just that process of gathering the evidence takes a month or 2 on its own,
We're
depending
talking
on
about how many hours of work.
Yes, this is just getting it from
Yeah.
from the arresting agency, them putting it together and sending it over to you.
And
okay?
transcript and listening to it and everything
Yes,
else too. That's
okay.
hours. Yeah.
Hours. Now, a lot of times, and this comes down to like negotiation tactics, you're sitting there with the prosecutor or the DA. They have hundreds of cases. They want to get your case wrapped up.
They're like, this
Now-
guy is taking 10 minutes of my time.
Exactly.
Please.
So you squeeze them.
Ha!
So you drag it on, and by the end of the process, they're just ready to get done with the case. They don't want to deal with it anymore. They have 100 more this month, and they're willing to negotiate a little bit more favorably.
And their job is to make sure you listen to every case
Of course.
clearly and diligently and make sure. So they're going, man, just get this one off my plate.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. Okay.